Welcome to the HUNTER theory. Today, I'm going to explain about the possibility that the order stamp is Milluki's ability. If you don't need explaining of Milluki and know why order stamp was owned by Milluki, please skip to 350. Order stamp is one of the abilities that Chrollo prepared to defeat Hisoka. It was also the key to defeating Hisoka, and its compatibility with gallery fake is very impressive. Order stamp is one of those abilities that can be very powerful depending on how you use it in your strategy. It could be Milluki's ability, so let's think about it together. Date of birth, 17 years old. Height, weight, 182 centimeters, 141 kilogram. Family, grandfather, Zeno, father, Silva, mother, Kikyo, brother, Aluma, Killua, Aluka and Kaluto. Milluki is the second son of the Zoldyck family, a family of assassins. The only obese member of the family, Milluki is the older brother of the main character, Killua. The Zoldyck family members are generally good at physical skills, but Milluki is often found confined to her home, working on her computer. Milluki is so obese that he is already sweating even though he is on his way from his room to his father's room. He has been living a reclusive life for many years, but after participating in the Grease Island Arc auction, he comes out into the outside world for the first time in 10 years. Since he hasn't been very active in Grease Island Arc, he doesn't stand out as much as Aluma, Silva, and Zeno. It is also said that Milluki would be handsome if he lost weight. Many Zoldyck family members are beautiful men and women, so it is natural that people say Milluki will be handsome when he loses weight. Looking at the illustration, we can see that his sharp eyes and beautiful black hair give him a different impression when he loses weight. He has a cruel side that treats people's lives poorly in order to satisfy his own needs. He also seems to be jealous of Killua's promising future. However, he and Killua cooperate with each other as long as their merits match. He also has a good relationship with his family, taking on the role of supporting them in their work. His room is adorned with more figurines than he can count, and he is known as an otaku who collects figures and games. Especially when it comes to figures, he is an anomaly. When he made a deal with Killua and Killua told him that he would destroy the figures, Milluki developed an extraordinary fear of them. His strength is still a mystery, given that he has been confined to his home for 10 years and we have not seen any battle scenes of Milluki. Compared to Killua and Aluma, his fighting strength is clearly considered to be weak, but it is assumed that he is the best of the Zoldyck family as their support. He used to hurt Killua with his whip after Killua failed the hunter exam. He seems to be jealous of Killua because his family spoils him, but they do not get along badly. Killua asks Milluki for information about Greed Island, and also asks him to make a yo-yo for him to use in battle, and Killua seems to trust him as a business partner. He is not a good fighter as an assassin, but he is good at computers. In particular, his hacking skills are among the best of the professionals. His skill as a hacker is such that he is able to hack into professional hunter-only sites that are heavily secured. It is assumed that he is using his hacking skills in his work. He also builds bombs for his assassination work. He is highly regarded by Zeno, not as an assassin, but as a technician. From these, we can assume that he is supporting his family's work by making equipment and gathering and providing information necessary for assassination. No details have been revealed about Milluki's Nen ability, but based on the countless figures displayed in his room, it has been speculated that order stamp is his Nen ability. Also, when Killua called him on the phone in the GI arc, Killua threatened to, "I will break his dolls," when he ignored Killua. This shows that Killua understands that he considers the doll to be more important than anything else. We can also sense his obsession with the doll when he threatens to kill Killua if Killua touches the doll even with his fingers in response to Killua's comment. The reason why the order stamp is considered to be his Nen ability is not only because of the number of figures displayed in his room, but also because of the Nen attributes of the Zoldyck family. In the Zoldyck family, Nen attributes can be roughly divided into two categories. People with white hair, like Killua and Silva, are presumed to be transmuter, while people with black hair, like him, Aluma, and Kaluto, are found to be manipulator. Order stamp is an ability that allows him to manipulate dolls by imprinting an embodied stamp on them. Order Stamp is a manipulative ability, and furthermore, it is presumed to be the ability of someone who is obsessed with dolls. So in the current HUNTER x HUNTER, there is no optimal character other than Milluki. He has only implied assassination work in one scene. If Order Stamp is his ability, then we can expect him to remotely combat his lack of physical skills while using Order Stamp. Also, many of the dolls are sexier than they need to be, and we suspect he uses them for adult things other than fighting. Order Stamp appears as one of the abilities that Chrollo has prepared to attack Hisoka. Chrollo and Illuma originally knew each other, and Illuma joined the Phantom Troop in Volume 36, so the relationship between them seems to be deep. If Order Stamp is Milluki's ability, it means that Illuma, who is connected to Chrollo, indirectly lent his ability to Chrollo. If Illuma was the intermediary and did not lend Order Stamp to Chrollo and it was taken from him, then Kaluto's statement, "I will get my brother back," could be interpreted as Milluki's ability. I think this is quite unlikely, but since we don't know who the Kaluto is referring to, I think it's worth considering. As long as Chrollo did not reveal the owner of Order Stamp, we cannot be sure that it is Milluki's ability, no matter how much it makes sense. There is a possibility that Chrollo took the ability from someone else. However, as I explained earlier, there is a good chance that it is Milluki's ability among the characters that are currently in HUNTER x HUNTER. And if the Order Stamp was Milluki's ability, it would mean that Illuma and Milluki were also indirectly involved in Chrollo vs Hisoka. There is a lot of speculation about Chrollo vs Hisoka, and many characters were involved in the fight. Please check out my other video on the subject. If Order Stamp is Milluki's ability, then that would mean that his doll room that appeared in GI arc is foreshadowing. The most genius manga artist. Anyone else would have missed it.